Hey everyone, it's Marina. I wanted to do a project share with you. This is a journal that I made recently, and it is for a swap for a private one-on-one swap that I'm in. And I wanted to do a video before I got it all packaged up and ready to go. So, oh, sorry guys, I'm working on another project and I have stuff on my hands. Sorry about that. So I kind of just tied it closed just because I don't want just wanted it to be secure. So I did some layering on the cover. Actually, this was a piece of paper that you get in packages when you get stuff from Amazon, and they put that paper in there. Well, this is that paper. I just I glued it on with Ranger's glue and seal, and then I went over it and put it over the top, and then I just distressed it with ground espresso. And then I have some altered metal embellishments here, and then I have some 4 signatures in the spine, and that's the back. So here what I did was I layered on some muslin, and then I put some suede over the top for the spine, and then I put a twig here. Well, my theme is a fairy theme, so it's kind of, I wanted it to have more of a like natural type of look. So yeah, I have some more of that going on here, some seashells. I have a shell up here, there's some dried mushroom, some white oak bark here, and this is from a tree outside. I'm not sure what kind of tree that was, but I'll find out at some point. And then I did some Gilder's paste wax. I just kind of put it around the edges. And here I distressed one of Tim Holtz's, gosh, I forgot what these are called, and one of the book plates. I just added some of the Gilder's paste there, and then just put some more of the moss and stuff in there. And I actually have one of these old book pages that was gifted to me, and I scanned it in the printer, or scanned it in my into the computer, because I didn't want to cut into the paper. Was old and I didn't want to cut into it, so I layered on some of the paper that I actually used for the cover. I just ripped a piece off and put it on there, and then I did some stamping on another page, and I used that for the background. And here is one of the little charms I had left over from when I made one of my previous fairy journals, and I didn't use it, and I just have some copper wire wrapped around here. It's one of Marion Smith's little mini jars, and inside is some really, really fine black glitter, and I put a little note here. I can get it out. And it says, "Dark fairy dust, extremely dangerous," and I've sewed around the edge, hand sewed around the edges, and it's pretty distressed. So I'm gonna put that back in later, and I think that's pretty much it for the cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and go inside, and I used a lot of the same images that I had before, but I wanted to do something different because, I don't know, when I use the same images, I don't want it to feel like it's a rinse and repeat type thing. So I actually did something really neat, and I hope you guys like it. So all the pages, everything in here is distressed. I just distressed everything, and you know, in my head when I was doing it, I was like, oh, you know, this would look really pretty if I distressed it. And while I was doing it, I was like, what was I thinking? It took forever. So yeah, that was interesting. It has such a great look though, so I'm happy with it. I used a pocket. It's got a little mermaid in there. And then just ephemera. Okay, so this is the cool stuff that I did. I have these images here, and you can actually read what this says. And so this guy here has stolen a milk bottle from a baby. And so he had drinking the baby's milk, and so I put just little notes on it. So he also is a thief. He steals stuff, and he lives in the chimney. So he always has black soot on him, and you could see little footmarks or footprints wherever he goes. And so these are the recovered items that I would say that I would got the journal owner has gotten back from him. So there's just like a Scrabble piece in there, and I put some. I wanted to do like make it look like it was, you know, because he lives in the chimney. So I put some black on there, on the domino piece as well, and the button and the key. What I did was I used Tim Holtz new, what are they? The stress crayons. I used the black one, and I just rubbed it on my finger. It made little tiny fingerprints on it. So they're all like dark in there, but I just put that on there. So next page. This is my favorite one. This is the first page that I did actually. Okay, so I put the phoenix on here, and the phoenix's nest is made out of myrrh and cinnamon, and I think it's called spikenard. And I don't have any of that, but I do have cinnamon and I do have myrrh. So I actually put that in here in little baggies in there. I made it seem like they were gathered from the nest, and of course this would be like some fallen feathers in the nest that were just left there or came off of the phoenix. And they actually they kind of match, which is really, really awesome. So I just put that on there. And then, so you can actually smell the myrrh and the cinnamon. I love that. So anyway, these are some just the bits of ephemera that I put in here. Okay, so this is my Little Mermaid section. Not Little Mermaid section, this is my section for mermaids. And this is the freshwater nixie, and the nixie actually enjoys music, and it's a friendly creature. So I just put a little note there that the nixie had enjoyed listening to Mozart, because what is his name? Arthur Spiderwick had actually put a note in there that he played some music for her, and she really enjoyed it. So I just had stamped on here observation 51, like I just put that in there. And then there's the Caribbean mermaid, and this one is not very friendly, and it actually, some of them will spray ink at you if you get too close. So I just put a little note here, don't get too close. And yeah, so here's just some extra ephemera and a tag. I actually really love making this one, and I think if I do make another one, I'll probably make it similar. And so this is the moths, this is the river troll, and they're actually mistaken for rocks. Their heads are mistaken for giant rocks, and so I just said that this was moss gathered from a drifting lily pad that had fallen off of the troll, because these things are not nice. You don't want to get near them. So I just put that on there. And then here's just a belly band. Okay, so here, this little guy, he wears flowers and seed pods and stuff, so that's his clothing. And he had actually in his notes said that the field pisky had taken his toothbrush, or not his toothbrush, his paintbrush, had been interested in his paintbrush, so he let him see it for a little bit. So I actually had a paintbrush that looks similar, but I cut the edges and I like super distressed it. But this is actually how my paintbrush looked when I was getting it out. I left it in water and I used it a lot actually, so I actually like this one, but I cut it up for the other ones I had were either too big or too small, or way too long. Mostly the problem was that most of them were way too long to be used. So I put this one in here and I sewed it in with some sinew. I hope I said that right. And then some high elf runes and a little space to practice writing. And this is the long-tailed wyvern. I wanted to do something for this one, but I really could not think of a thing to do for this, so I kind of just put these down here. I was going to dangle some, I forgot what they were. I was going to dangle some stuff from here, but I didn't want it to be like awkward, any more awkward than it already is anyway. So another tag and some more ephemera. And then here's an Atlantic Sea King. And then here is a little area for deep forest sprites. Love these. They're so awesome. The Black Fuka. The Black Fuka thinks he claims he can speak every single language, which is pretty cool. More ephemera. And this guy is the gargoyle, dwarf gargoyle. And I actually just put a piece here that says gargoyle shed skin. And so I just put a little patch there. It's pretty cool. Study of butterflies and moths. And then back here is the Parasite Derby, which she didn't have much to say about, which was kind of weird. So here's a pocket back here, and inside is just some tickets and stuff. If I can get them out. There we go. Just some distressed papers. Distressed ephemera. And that's it for this journal. I really enjoyed making this one. It took a while because I was going back and forth on ideas of what I wanted to do. And I was really, really trying to make it interesting. So I hope I did that. I think it's interesting. I had fun. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time.